Righto, guys, welcome back to Blowing the Froth Off with Klutz and Das. Happy hump day.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
We are the Bloody Beer and Beers podcast. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the chats you'd usually hear in the front bar of your local pub.
You couldn't have summed it up better, Das.
I'm getting better and better at that, I feel.
Yeah, you are.
And we're coming live to you, podcast live, from our local pub.
The Caxton Hotel.
The greatest pub in all of the land.
It is the greatest pub in all of the land, that is within Australia and international. There is nothing better.
Nothing comes close, really.
No.
It's simply sublime, as
It
Rory
is,
Driscoll
yeah.
would say.
Yeah, it is simply sublime.
Now, this show is Blowing the Froth Off, where we listen to all of the froth line calls from the week. So if you're new here and you want to get in touch, give us a call on 073103 3389.
Lovely.
And we will play your call on next week's podcast.
It is. It's all about you. So dribble your shit away at us and we'll listen. And if we like it enough, you'll get played.
You get played, maybe.
Yeah. There's been some cracker ones recently.
There has been. And just before we get into the first call, quick plug for ourselves. Friday, 6 p.m, bloodybrewandbeers.com. That's 6 p.m. Brisbane time as well. Don't fucking complain to us if you're somewhere else and the time's different. You'll figure it out. That's on you, not us.
Yeah, exactly. So
the
I
baggy
think
greens
that's
are back.
7 p.m. down in Sydney or
Could
some
be
shit.
5, could be 7. I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, who knows these days?
Google it.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't
Google
determine the time. There's this fella upstairs. Well, supposedly this guy upstairs called God, and I think he might determine time, but we don't really know.
But yeah, the baggy greens are back Friday. Limited numbers as always. Last time they sold out in 4 minutes, so if you're keen, be ready.
Yep, definitely. Also, one last little plug. It's coming to the end of Movember. My little group, Mo's for Matt, we are at, I believe, $8,800 and something dollars.
Massive.
Our group goal is $10,000. So we've got a week to go. Plenty of people coming in with the donations as well. As I said, if we had every single person that listens to this donate $1, I would have to shave my mo off.
Which would be
and
hilarious.
all facial hair every single day and look like a fucking child.
A big child.
For the next...
Australia's most ordinary child.
Yeah. Jeez. That is... I think I was already given that at birth, to be honest. Yeah, definitely.
And then you graduated to Rig.
Yeah, exactly. So
in 2022.
Yeah, it took me a while to get out of being a child. 27 years and 10 months.
Still a child by nature.
Yeah, exactly. But we are at $8,636, so we've got $1,364 to go until we hit our $10,000 mark. My personal mark was to hit 10,000. I'm at 1,016, which I'm still very happy with because I accidentally put the 10,000 in individually. Yep. My original goal was 2,000, so I'm halfway there.
I feel like you're going to finish strong though. These things always finish strong.
These things do always finish strong. So if you want to see me like a child,
finishing strong.
That's all I do. What am I? The 2-inch jackhammer with no quit. Always finishes strong and gets the job done. So. Yeah, donate to us. The link's in the bio. We might put some shit up on our story about getting to it as well. So, appreciate everyone that's donated so far and thank you for all the support. But let's fucking listen to some calls.
Get straight into it. First call.
Hey, boys. House of Froth here. Bit of a new listener. Absolutely fucking loving the pod. I just finished scrolling Twitter and there was a bit of a conversation that kept my tail wagging. Basically, they were asking for the best nicknames you've ever heard. Ooh. And I thought you lads and the listeners would have some fucking rippers. I'll give you a bit of an example. There was this fella on site who had one leg shorter than the other. And whenever he walked, he swayed, like bobbed left and right. So they nicknamed him the Sniper's Nightmare. All right, lads. Take it easy.
That is a good one.
I think our friends over the Dutch, the Rock FM, have done a really good segment on this actually.
Yeah, and misquoted us.
And misquoted us as Bloke in a Bar podcast. So thanks for that. There's some really good ones. I get called 007 at work sometimes.
Why is that?
0 effort, 0 ability, but 7 shits a day. So that's a good one for me.
That is good.
I don't know.
I don't know if I have that many that spring to mind.
He was going to say.
Our mates' nicknames that we have are weird. Like, think about Smutty.
Yeah, Smutty Balls.
Someone got real fucked up and tried to, his last name's Smith, and tried to send it in a group chat one night and said Smut.
Yeah.
And that's been his nickname ever since.
It's like Duncan as well got called Dunakin. So for probably a year and a half, he was Dunakin in a group chat for a while.
I feel like there'll be plenty out there though.
Yeah,
if people
definitely.
are listening, you got to reach out. And let us
Definitely.
know.
I think maybe we could put this as a segment for next Friday's
Yeah, that's
pod.
what I was thinking.
If you have some ripper nicknames, we'll put up a poll in the group on Instagram as well. Just send them in. Send them in. Let us know. It'd be awesome to see what's out there. Yeah, there's definitely some good ones.
Yeah. Moving on.
Thank you.
Clutch, stars. How we going, boys? It's the Parks Panty Sniffer here, down in Dad Kissing Country, as the alpha blokes like to say. Anyway,
Welcome.
just listening to your latest podcast where you're talking about fucked up things apprentices have done. Now, I'm still an apprentice myself. I'm an apprentice heavy diesel ag mechanic. But I was a labourer for an aircon company not long ago. And we're on site there one day, and one of the first year apprentices from the Sparkies, you can get these stands where you run your cables, like, let's just say extension cords and stuff like that along the top of them so they're off the ground. Anyway, there's a little hook about halfway down one that you can adjust the height on it. And he was trying to do a pull-up on the stand, and he slipped, and that little hook went through one side of his ball sack and out the other and completely ripped it open.
Oh!
And basically his balls were hanging out, and he's come running up, and we're all laughing at him. Probably shouldn't have. It sounds bad, but we were. And, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But I reckon he learned his lesson that day.
He's been fish hooked.
Anyway, love your work, boys. Don't piss the sheets. Give him heaps. Jeeps in your cheeks. Love yous.
That's one of those phone calls.
Get a line on the cunt. Throw him out.
That's one of the phone calls you can feel.
Yeah. No, like, my balls shriveled up a bit there. That was fuck.
Which is terrifying because there's not much further they can go, really, is there?
Yeah.
So are we going to read that out?
Yeah, well, did you see this message earlier?
Potentially, but
I'm not sure if
can't
it's
really
about
remember.
apprentices. This is from our friend Alex Brown, who, when he was a first-year Friggy, this is something he saw. This is maybe an apprentice viewing, not so much what he did.
Yeah.
But it's along those lines as well.
Sure.
Dustin Clark's on a similar slide to this tale. As a first-year Friggy, okay, I know exactly where this is going. So this is, I suppose, it's along the lines, not of what an apprentice did, but maybe of how he reacted to a situation.
Sure,
when you put into a shit situation, like with Old Love last week who had the dildo out.
Yeah.
As a first-year Friggy, I remember I did a job for a Sheila and a bloke in what I didn't realise at the time was an amateur porn studio at someone's house. I remember they had 4 of those cupboard-type mirrors situated around the room, and that when we walked in, the Sheila quickly grabbed what I think was lingerie and toys off the top of the bed and kicked it under. I should have clicked on faster as I noticed 2 cameras in the room on tripods both pointed at the bed. Anyway, I hope they didn't piss the sheets. Big love. Big Al.
I was just thinking as you read that out, 2 tripods pointing towards a bed. Surely that's a dead giveaway, but imagine if someone walked into the back room at the Caxton when we had the bed set up for the lad collective.
Oh, they wouldn't have we were rooting and booting. So, yeah. But things just happen to apprentices that are so funny.
Yeah.
I actually had one the other day. I messaged Darcy about it. It was literally the day after we recorded the potty. Stupid things that apprentices do. And I said I hadn't really done much. Well, anyway, at TAFE at the moment, we're learning about...
I literally screenshotted this and sent it back to you. And I was like, stupid things apprentices do.
I was like, fuck. So at TAFE at the moment, we're learning about everything to do with water, with plumbing. So mainly... It's like your water... So like copper tubing and stuff like that and running your water connections in your house. So when you do the old copper, you got to use benders, right?
Yeah.
Now these are new benders and they're just fucking annoying to use. I'm not a big fan of them. Thank God that some companies have come up with some press fittings. That's
I'm
all
like
I
a
can
bender
say.
at the Caxton.
Yeah,
which you are
exactly.
a big fan of.
I'd rather a bender at the Caxton than these benders.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway, I've gone to use them. And the big handle has just slipped and it's just fallen down and just gone whack straight into my sack. And I was like, oh, just in front of everyone at TAFE. Getting a lot of laughs at my discomfort. And I've just messaged Stars being like, I am in absolute shambles. I've just like self-sack-whacked myself with a pair of benders.
It happens. It does happen.
It does happen.
You get that on the big jobs.
Yeah.
Or at TAFE.
Or at TAFE.
I don't know if you can call that the big jobs.
It's definitely not a big job. It's literally the most simple stuff.
What were you saying today about your exam?
Oh, I don't want to repeat it in case they cotton on to it.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Because I need that for the next 2 years.
Okay, we'll
If
tell it one day.
If every single exam is like that, I'm going to be quite happy. So if anyone's listening at TAFE, fuck off.
You know. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
G'day, fellas. It's the Baronia Bogan King here. Just found out a crucial bit of information. So, turns out Australia's just on top of the fucking world. So, in 2011, we've won the only space race that really fucking matters, that anyone gives a shit about. And we've fucking produced a beer that you consume in fucking space safely. Yeah, get some blokes down your throat in the fucking stratosphere, yeah? But if you're just a tough cunt, you can just get a bloke down your throat on the fucking moon. Anyway, yeah, so just goes to show, no wonder they developed that you can drink a beer in space and not the ocean, because we just don't fucking know enough about the ocean. Australia's just on top of it, mate. Just fucking all over it. Anyway, lads, I'll leave you to find that, Bev. Hopefully you can review it or some shit, or drink
Space
it
beers.
and like
Space beers would be
fucking
cool.
Pluto or something, who knows. Anyway, yeah, love the potty, boys. Love what you boys are doing. Check up on your mates, you know, the family you choose. And we'll see you soon. Who knows, might make it to the Caxton soon. Anyway, see you lads. Take care of yourselves. Fucking Jeeves and your Chiefs, give them heaps. It's a very soft hang up for you, boys. I lied!
That was a lie, but can we be surprised that we were the first nation in the world to come up with a beer you can drink in space?
Shout out to Denham Kemp for the absolute ingenuity that he put together to be able to get a bloke down your throat
in
the stratosphere.
Exactly. I'm not surprised. You know, I thought I was going to come into this as surprised, but I'm not surprised at all.
I didn't think there was a greater climax than enjoying a bloke down my throat at the Caxton.
Imagine doing it in zero gravity. Wow.
Unbelievable.
It'd be pretty cool if you could, like, chuck a few droplets in the air and then you
like-
play, like, Pac-Man.
Like swim around,
Bye,
push
bye,
off
bye,
each
bye,
other
bye,
and
bye,
stuff.
bye.
That'd be a fun drinking game. Just like let it go and then it's a race to get the most.
Imagine, oh, jeez.
Everyone's
It'd get
calling
pretty
around
far.
trying to get blokes.
Imagine after a few, you're just like, it'd be so fucked.
Who knows which one
You'd
might
be
munch
fighting
on.
off people. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I get up there with you. It'd be a lot of fun.
Wouldn't be much room left in the shuttle.
No, there wouldn't be. No. Darcy.
I was talking about your ball bag, but sure.
Oh, it could be.
Moving on.
Could be used as a
Yeah, g'day, fellas.
airbag
Grub
in a
here.
car.
Rightio, here's the joke. Minnie and Mickey Mouse are having a few marriage problems, so they go and see a counsellor. And the counsellor says to Mickey, so what do you think, Minnie's crazy? And he says, no. I don't think she's crazy. I said she's fucking goofy.
Oh, simple but effective.
Yeah, the grub strikes again.
It's always I've always suspected that Goofy and Minnie Mouse had something going on there.
Yeah,
So Mickey's a bit of a cark, but that's all right.
It happens.
As we said, we're not here to kink shame. So it's all
No,
good.
absolutely not.
Anyway,
with
moving
that,
on.
I guess we move on.
Thank you, Grub. Unlucky Mickey.
Hey boys, Kim's here with a bit of a joke. So a man walks into a bar and to his amazement sees a tiny person playing a tiny piano. Stunned, the man asks the bartender where he got this amazing person. The bartender replied that inside a men's bathroom is a genie that will grant him a single wish. The man bolted into the toilet, saw the genie without hesitation. The man asked for $1 million. Suddenly, 1 million ducks walk into the pub. The guy was so angry, he stormed out to the bartender and screamed, I think your genie is hard of hearing. I asked for $1 million, but instead I got 1 million ducks. The bartender shook his head and replied, you're telling me, mate, do you really think I asked for a 12-inch pianist? All right, love ya.
Oh, that is great.
That is great. That's
That is
really good.
great.
That's really good. I'm liking the jokes that are coming
Yeah,
through.
the jokes are great.
We should make that a staple, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like if you've got a joke to tell. The tricky thing is with the froth on though, you've got to get your delivery right. There's a few, because we put up a story today, there's a few that came through and they were funny.
Yep.
But it was just a little bit,
Yeah.
it's tricky when you're literally saying it to like a voice
To
mail.
no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got to be good. You've got to be
Sitting
good
there
to make
looking
the
at a
cut.
blank wall in
Yeah,
your room.
literally. You've got to be good to make the cut. But shout out to everyone who reached out anyway. That was definitely one of the best.
Little pro tip. Maybe just get a picture of something up there and you can talk to a picture.
Yeah. Look in a mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, talk to yourself. In this case, it's not weird.
Definitely not weird. If someone asks what you're doing, I'm just calling up 2 guys that sit in a pub and talk to each other once a week and leaving them a message where I'm just sitting here talking to myself, looking in the mirror.
Yeah, hopefully they'll play it. And there's no
If
evidence
we
if
don't.
they don't. So then I'm fucking insane. But that's
it's
the
a
world we
win-win.
live in.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, it is a
That's
win-win.
That's how the world works.
Yeah, you get free food and shit if you have to go in. So that's always
What do you
positive. Well, the loony bin, because you're talking to yourself.
Of course. Sorry.
That's it.
How could I forget?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. Probably didn't hear that.
Hey boys, just wanted to call you, let you know you've actually got it all wrong about your unit of measurement. It's not how many beers you drink before you get going. It's how many drinks you drink on the way.
You know, it's
It
like
actually reminded me of a story. My parents used to own a bottle shop. And, well, in WA, not sure about you boys, but after school there's a couple of blokes, usually retirees, they volunteer, put a flag, a stop sign, help kids cross the road after school. So about 4 o'clock on the dot every day, this bloke would walk in and he'd buy 3 cans of beer, 3 exports every day. So eventually Dad asked him, mate, why don't you just buy a carton? Why do you keep buying 3 beers? And he's like, oh, that's how long it takes me to get home. So every single day he'd drink drive after looking after kids, 3 beers to get home. So just to let you know you got it all wrong. See you later.
I don't think 3 beers is drink driving. 2 in the first hour and 1 every hour after that.
Yeah.
Play on.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny that I just think it's funny that he's, instead of buying a block of 30 to ration out for 10 days.
Yeah.
He's buying 3 singles every day.
Yeah. He's not bringing an esky or anything. He's just
Surely.
he's crazy. Actually, I think our mate Eden Richards, shout out to him, used to work at BWS at the Gap.
Yep.
And this bloke who actually was our neighbour up at Woodgate, Steve, great bloke. He used to come in there every afternoon and he'd
To the
buy,
BWS, the Gap.
yeah, and buy 2 individual Carlton Dry Stubbies. And Eden one day was like, why don't
What are
you
you
just
doing?
buy a carton?
Yeah.
And he's like, because I'll just fucking drink it.
Don't trust myself. We've got beer advent calendars on the way and I'm so worried about it.
Oh, well, it's called self-control.
I don't have any.
Well,
We're talking about this today at work. My biggest vice is like food. Like I get cravings for like fucking KFC, and it's today. I'm supposed to be on a health kick today. We just had 4 schooners, a pizza, and a bowl of wedges.
Yep.
Before we started recording.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. My big thing now after moving out is that I just don't want to have my guilty pleasures of food all the time.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
It's tough. We got a
tough.
fucking jar of biscuits at work that just magically gets refilled all the time. And you know how you have.
I've heard you pound those biscuits into
Oh
the
yeah,
earth.
it's been. I see that's the
Yeah.
thing. I said no all day to them. Then I come to the Cax and I just have
Just demolish
no
it.
self control.
So I bought some jam drops from Woolies
Delicious.
yesterday to have as like a
Delicious.
little snack with my spag bowl that I cooked.
Yeah.
You know, there's 14 or something in there to last the week.
No.
I had like 2 last night, 4 today.
Mate, you think that's
Caitlin
bad?
had a couple.
I left my watch at my girlfriend's parents' house last week, and her mum dropped it back to our place on Sunday, yesterday, with a block of caramel top deck.
Far out. That would have lasted, I reckon, 5 minutes.
1 sitting. Gone. None left this morning.
That's good. Nothing wrong with that, though.
And then the health click started today, and then I've had 4 schooners, wedges and pizza.
So I was going to get a tub of ice cream yesterday, but I was like, there's a very good chance that tub won't last long.
No.
So I got the individual ice blocks.
Smart.
It was like the vanilla with chocolate coating. $4.50 on special.
For how many? Oh.
45 cents.
But how do you
each.
stop yourself from having more than one of them?
Oh, well, you don't.
Yeah.
No,
I know what you mean though. Like when you finish one, you've got to go and open another one. Whereas the
so
tub's
I just
just
park
like
myself on the couch.
the tub's got no real
Yeah.
quantity in it, right?
I can just bring the tub with me, as opposed to bringing an individual ice block. And then when I'm really into Andor, the current episode of Star Wars Andor, I'm not going to get up and go grab another ice cream. That's just ludicrous.
Exactly. But if the tub's in your lap, you're not going to let it melt, are you?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's got to go before it melts because when it refreezes,
Not
you
as
don't wanna-
good.
You don't want to mess with that ice cream.
That's why you have to
after
eat it the
that.
first time. That's what I tell myself. When I get a block of chocolate, I'm like, I'm gonna consume 100% of these calories, whether it's today or over the next week.
I'm doing myself a favour.
It makes no difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I may as well get it done now and get it over in the way and start my health kick tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it.
And then drink.
That's what Ryan Freeney's been doing for the last 30-something years.
Yeah, we're just a bit younger than him.
Yeah, just a bit.
I feel like I'm on the same track.
We look a lot younger, but we're just a bit younger.
Anyway, moving on.
Hey, Frothies, just a bloody call out. Us in the Central West are doing it pretty hard with the floods at the moment. Anything could help, just to spare, a couple bucks, $5, whatever your beer money is. If you could donate that to the Yagera Flood Appeal, that would mean the fucking world to us here. So cheers for that, fellas. Take it easy. Bye.
Thought it was important to leave that one in. This bloke's called in a number of times.
Yeah.
So obviously an avid frothy and listener.
It's pretty crazy how it's happening again, hey?
And it's just not
something
being
you can't
talked
really.
about.
It's not being talked about
Because we got pumped with it earlier this year.
I think as soon as we started getting flooded, it was like an issue. But before that, it was like, like they're getting a bit of rain.
Yeah.
Which is fucked. But I think unfortunately, like for that region as well, like there's not really much you can do because that's just how it lies.
Yeah.
So when stuff like this, and I think we spoke about it the other week. I can't remember if we spoke about it on here or if I spoke about it somewhere else. But like insurance and stuff for that is almost non-existent because the premiums are just that high. So unfortunately, like people can't afford to pay the insurance. They're just going to keep going through it. So it's relying on people like us and just the general community to get in there,
Get behind them,
and bring them back on the other
cash
side.
To spare, that's where you should send it.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope you're going all right, mate. I'm sure it's terrible, but hopefully people out there can help in any small way.
Exactly.
Moving on.
G'day, gentlemen. Just the bootstrap dribbler here.
Oh, no.
Just had a couple of beers this afternoon. Just had a couple of shandies with...
g'day. Snoozer here. Just had a couple of shandies with the dribbler. We've just seen a fella here that's dead ringer for the powerfish, and just thought we'd ring in and say g'day off the last and only free Telstra Wi-Fi payphone in the glorious metropolis of Kingaroy. Very good. All from me. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Anyway, I'm going to go out and see if I can't hunt down another fucking Jehovah's Witness so I can smoke me pole. But anyway, boys, that's probably it from us now. Bye for now.
Good, thank you. Bye-bye now.
Keep well.
Is that the deadliest combination of people in the West?
That's
Bootstrap and snow. It's not good.
That's a big Bloody Brilliant Beers collaboration happening out west
huge.
in Kingaroy.
So Snooze messaged me because he was going to come back to Brizzy on the weekend, but then he ended up at Kingaroy and he goes, "Oh fuck me, Dad! I've run into the bootstrap dribbler."
Yeah, what are the chances?
Oh no!
So one of my mates from uni is friends with the bootstrap dribbler, and he sent me a photo of him and Snooze. And I was like, "Oh dear,
no.
danger."
Listen, my reaction wasn't, "Oh, that's good." It's like, "Oh fuck,
danger." I'm sure I got up to no good.
Kingaroy's going to get.
Sure, if you're listening, surely ring up and tell us what you actually got up to, because I guarantee it was no good.
It'd be good. Hopefully, you did find another Jehovah's Witness bootstrap.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about it. That went really well for us on TikTok. So if you could call back in, that'd be great.
Yeah,
actually, that's what the Rock FM fucking quoted us wrong on.
Yeah.
They played it and said it was the Bloke in a Bar podcast.
Yeah, but
is my nose that big?
I don't know.
That they would get me confused
I don't
with
think
Kempy.
so. Actually, it's been a bit of a trend for us recently. People just stealing our fucking clips and chucking
what else?
them up.
Oh, yeah, there's some other random page.
There's this random page that is now
I can't remember what it's called.
Like 5 million views of our Trevor clip.
Which is more than we got on.
Which is more than we got by a significant margin as well. About Trevor pissing in the pool.
Yeah.
So, that's all right. Holy shit, that was not me for once. Oh my God, trumpet ass.
Moving on.
Didn't know the Misso was here.
Classic Das, how we doing? Victorian vegan eviscerator, back calling again. Unfortunately, not from a free phone though. I called from the car, driving back to work. Anyway, I thought after my absolutely horrendous call on fucking Saturday, when I had a few blokes in my throat and some beers, that I would also fucking follow it up with something maybe a bit more classy, maybe something brings a smile to your face, get the reputation back on track. Anyway, I suppose it is a joke, but who knows? Maybe it's not a joke. Maybe it actually happened. Got some interesting mates. Anyway, so my mate, I'm driving with him. I'm the little passenger princess. and he's holding my thigh with his left hand and driving with his right, doing 100 in a 60 zone. And he gets pulled up by the cops. So he gets pulled over. The cop gets out of the car, he walks up. And my mate rolls down the window and goes, "G'day, mate. How you going?" And licks his lips. And the cop says to him, "Cunt, if you ever lick my lips again, I will shoot you in the fucking ball sack." Anyway, hope that brought a smile to your boy's face. Hope the day's going well. Yeah. Guess I'll just leave it there, really. Fuck, I hate the sound of my voice. Anyway, see you, lads. Have a go on. JV Chiefs, give him fucking AIDS.
I don't know where else you could have taken that, because that was just... I just don't know.
He licked the cop's lips. Did you get that part?
No, I got that, but I was like, what?
Took me a while
How
to
did we-
figure out if it was
how did we
legit,
get
but-
to here?
Yeah, I'm not sure, mate.
Very, very
I'm not
odd.
sure. All roads do lead to here, though.
Yeah, that is
the
true.
Caxton Hotel.
That is true. Fucking oath.
The greatest pub in all the land. This might be the last call.
Righto.
We'll get stuck into it quickly.
Right, I said I'd do 2, but I'll give you 3. There's this guy sitting at a bartender at the bar. This guy runs in and he says, "Oh, can you make me a drink and make it strong?" He starts making him this drink. He goes, "Oh, what do you need a strong drink?" He goes, "Oh, I've got a nymphomaniac out in the car park. He wouldn't please in 1,000 years." He says, "Oh, bullshit." He goes, "Yeah, if you don't believe me, I'll watch the bar. You go out and give her one yourself." He goes, "Rightio, help yourself." He goes out in the car park, hops in the back of his car, starts giving her one. And the copper comes along, knocks on the window, shines his torch in, and he goes, "Oh, what's going on here?" And he says, "Oh, just knock on the missus off, sir." He goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was your wife." He says, "Yeah, neither did I until you shined the torch in here."
Oh, that is a grubby act.
The grub.
That is the grub.
We love the grub.
Thank you, Grubby.
Thank you, Grubby. Thank you to all
Very
that
good he's
callers
calling
this
back
week.
in again. We've
Yeah,
really
we
missed.
love it. Yeah.
He's got a lot of pizzazz, that guy.
Yeah, his calls are unmatched this year, I reckon.
Yeah, no, he's been up there. Tell you what, we're actually getting to that time of the year, the Frothy of the Year nominations.
Fuck, yeah, something I forgot about.
The Grub has been putting in
The
some
hard yards.
serious work this year.
We can't forget about the sheriff who did the RC, though.
Yeah, no. The sheriff always comes in with some
Some
videos
rogue shit. For
and
those who
some
don't know what we're
great
talking about, we
calls.
do every year. We did it last year, Frothy of the Year. So it's basically a voting system.
Yep.
You can vote on who you think has contributed the most to the podcast
Yep.
from the Frothies. Last year, the Bundy Dribbler took it out.
Yep.
And I think he said last year, and this is probably fair, you can only win it once. So
Yeah, I think
he's
so
not
as
putting
well.
himself forward this year.
Yeah, which is good. So we'll be putting a few names forward in the community. We'll be putting a few names forward.
That's
but
it.
the sheriff and the Grub are definitely people that
Front
stand out to
runners.
me straight away.
There's a lot, though, that you wouldn't think about. Like, if you think about how many episodes we've done this year, there'd be a lot that aren't top of mind right now because they did shit early.
Exactly.
But the
make yourselves known again in these last few weeks. Of the
exactly.
year.
Put your case forward in the group.
Exactly.
If you want to run, nominate yourself.
That's it. Exactly. I like it.
Oh no, that probably brings us to the end of the Wednesday pod, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I
Thanks
think
for
that's it.
tuning in.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your support.
We'll see you tomorrow for the sports pod and Friday for the normal pod.
Yes.
And Friday at 6 p.m. for the baggy green drop.
That's it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.